Now we got it all together. Thank you. I spoke too big.
You're not supposed to break it.
I didn't break it. Thank you so much. We appreciate that more than you know. That was a bunch of tunes, a medley we've been getting away with at the Grand Ole Opry as a regular for now 24 years. That's a long time, but it ain't long enough. Just to tell you how long I've been in the business, I had the privilege of playing piano long before I recorded any on my own behind one of your favorite people. I know he's got to be a favorite of all of you because he's a favorite of everybody. Privileged to know him. Anyway, I played piano on his records back in 1950, and I'm talking about Ernie Lee, and he's here tonight. Isn't that great? Thank you. He deserves it. By being here, I mean, I knew he was on the show, but I mean he stayed around to watch my part of it. And I just love getting to see him. Also, another good friend of mine, Tom Lusso from over here. He lives in Tampa, but he's in radio sales with 2 different radio stations. It's kind of like coming home to see all my friends here, and we're proud to be here. Right now, we're going to do a tune for you that's one of our titles of one of our 25 albums. Unfortunately, when you've been around as long as I have, all of them are not still available, but we do have 3 that's still for sale. Anyway, this is about midway between. I don't know which one in which sequence it came. But anyway, it was written by Cy Coben back in 1951. We hope you remember it. At least we hope you enjoy our version of the old Piano Road Blues. Well, we sure appreciate you. That makes it all worthwhile. I don't care how far we have to go, and we travel a lot of miles in the course of a year's time. For instance, we'll get back to Nashville tomorrow about 11:59, I believe it is. Get this wool fixed. And then work the Opry Friday night, and then drive over, well, about 450 miles to play down in Arkansas Saturday night. So it's folks like you and your kind of reception that makes you not feel so tired and makes it fun in the process, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Right about now, I think I'm going to do my favorite tune for you. It's one in our latest album, Delwood's Greatest Hits. I guess everybody that ever stepped on the stage has got a favorite. And this is mine, back when I was studying piano, which I studied from the time I was 5 until I was 17. But I loved to play by ear. But back when I was taking music, unfortunately, the teacher didn't advocate letting you have anything except exercises and scales and Johnny bounced the ball or God knows what, a little piece to play. So my grandmother made a deal with me that if I practiced, she'd let me select a piece and pay for it, and that'd be our secret. Well, this is the one she bought me. It was so hard, it took me about 5 years to learn it. And I reckon that's why, because the things you work the hardest for are the things you appreciate the most. My favorite, hope it's one of yours. 12th Street Rag. fun. And I thank you so much. But it kind of gets me out of breath. You see, I know I'm fat, but I wish I were thin and I wouldn't curve out where I ought to curve in. But considering everything, I'm still a pretty good old girl for the shape I'm in. You know, discrimination is a word that's been used a lot in the last few years, but there ain't nobody in the world is discriminated against as much as a fat woman. If you don't believe what I'm telling you, you go in one of these stylish stores for stouts, and they even put your merchandise in a plain sack. They don't want nobody to know you've been there. But the last about 3 years, I've been in styles. First time in years and years and years. I guess it's the first time since I came out with sack dresses. I bought one that fit. But you know, about 3 years ago, they came out with the layered look. Well, I want y'all to know I've really been in style because I got the layered look built in. You know, that's something we learned a long time ago. Life isn't nearly so hard to take if we learn to laugh at ourselves. And nobody wants to be fat, but we're going to have a good time regardless. And then when we laugh at ourselves, then they laugh with us instead of at us, and that's the best kind. Now we've talked enough to catch our breath. We're going to do one that I sure wish I'd had the privilege of recording first. But Marvin Hamlish had that particular piece of good happening for him, and I'm glad for him. But we recorded it too. I'm talking about the tune that was also written by Scott Joplin, the father of ragtime. You know, he wrote Maple Leaf Rag and Fascination and a whole bunch of things. The one I'm going to play for you, though, is a hit, and a recent hit, and I wish he'd lived to enjoy the success that this tune has had. We're talking about the theme from The Sting, The Entertainer. like to say what a privilege it is for me to appear on the stage of Rusty Adams' hometown. He's a good friend of mine, and he's such a good fellow. And I'm proud to be here, and I want to meet his mama as soon as the show is over. This group of boys back here, I never met them until earlier this week. But, you know, unfortunately, so often we go somewhere and have a band that can't tune their instruments, and if I wanted to be crude about it, I'd say they couldn't even pick their nose clean, let alone pick their instruments. And I'm proud to be working with them. Don't you think they deserve a hand? Thank you. They deserve it. I only said that because I meant it. Right now we're going to do a tune for you that, well, I was very fortunate last year in that I got to work the biggest country music show that, to my knowledge, has ever been assembled anywhere. Not only an audience, but there was 38 acts. As a result, of course, we only got to do about 3 numbers each, and they asked me to do a patriotic medley. So I put together this one I'm going to do for you now as sort of a salute to our armed forces. We didn't get to honor all of them, but a goodly number of them, which I'm sure you'll recognize. We hope you enjoy My Country. Thank you very kindly. Right now we're going to slow things down and do a tune that, well, it means a lot to me because it's our state song. You know, of all the 61 acts, which involves about 100 people there at the Grand Ole Opry, I'm the only native Nashvilleian to star on that show. And I'm kind of proud of that. So I wouldn't dare do a show and not do this one, the Tennessee Waltz. Thank you so much. Of course, this next tune is the one that we still get the most requests for. We recorded this Easter Sunday of 1951, and it's really responsible for our getting to be here. But before I play it, I got something to tell you. As I mentioned before, I've been a regular member of the Grand Ole Opry now for 24 years, but they never do recognize any of your anniversaries until you've been there a minimum of 20 years, and then it's a real biggie. Then each subsequent 5 years, they honor you again. So next year I'm looking forward to it again. But nothing's like that first one. They gave me the great big cake, which you can tell I didn't need, but I sure did enjoy. Then they gave me 20 long-stemmed American Beauty roses, and I swear there wasn't a thorn on them. It's one of the happiest nights of my life, plus they said some things that I hope I can someday maybe live up to. They were so kind. Everything was great. It was one of the happiest nights of my life until I went home. Just as we're coming out of the garage into the kitchen, I had my big old overnight bag purse over my arm. I'm carrying the cake, and over in this arm is wedged those roses. My little boy is 13 now, but at that time, he was 9. And he looks me up and down just as I get in the door with all that stuff in my arm. And only your kid can look at you this way. I'm sure you parents know that. Golly, Mom, you've been at the Opry 20 years. You sure must be old. Well, he cut me down real deep, you know. I mean, just destroyed it all in that one sentence. So I looked him up and down and I said, that's all right, son. I'm not so old. I'm not so young either. I guess I'm at what you'd call the awkward age. He said, the awkward age, Mama? What's that? I said, well, son, that's when you're too young for Medicare, but you're too old for Mendicare, and that hurts. But that's all right. We enjoy every day anyhow. Anyway, we're going to do that song that made it possible for us being here, and I never play it that I don't feel a deep sense of gratitude for making it possible. Sometimes I feel like it's cheating to make a living at what you have to do anyway, because I enjoy every note I play. We're going to do it for you now and hope you enjoy once again. Down Yonder. Y'all sure know how to make somebody feel good. Thank you.
Cheer for it, Miss Will. Come on.